So Calvin, this is your first ride on the JET9, so initial impressions. What did you think about its climbing ability?
Climbing ability, I would say it was a little better than average. I definitely had to work and position myself on the bike for it to climb, to get the maximum climb out of it. I definitely had to work climbing up, using the bike to climb the hills.
Okay. What do you think about climbing traction?
Climbing traction, you know, that's an open-ended question, because obviously when you're on the straightaway, it climbs because you got your balance on the bike appropriately. But switchbacks and things of that nature, trying to climb, you basically have to make sure you're leaning the appropriate way to get the maximum amount of climb at that point.
Stanley Trail has, this is your first ride on Stanley Trail, first of all, has a lot of tight switchbacks. How did you feel like the JET9 did climbing and descending on tight switchbacks?
Well, the descending, you know, I felt really good. Once you let it go, it flowed pretty well. Both the front shock and the rear shock on the 29eronline, it felt really good. But obviously, on the climbing on the switchbacks were, you know, at some point it was a challenge to do it, to say it mildly.
Okay. Any particular notes on strengths or weaknesses? I mean, we've covered some weaknesses. What did you really feel like its strength was?
Well, I really felt once you open it up and balance yourself over the bike on the downhill, it floated really good. I felt really comfortable going down the hill at maximum speed. When I say maximum speed, I mean as fast as the hill would let you go on the actual bike. And that felt good. I didn't hesitate at all. It felt really good.
Okay. What about you were in tech sections, really nice rock gardens, which you'll see on video. How'd you feel like it handled it? It's flatter, the tech sections, with big boulders everywhere. How'd you feel like it handled that situation?
Well, it did pretty well. I mean, when I say pretty well, it did okay for what it's made for. It's more of a cross-country bike, but it handled pretty good. Obviously, I had to bounce in and bounce out some of those and use some more upper body strength to get through them. But I didn't feel like the bike was, slowing me up or had a hindrance to it. It felt pretty good.
Okay, so who do you feel like at this point? Again, initial reaction. Who do you feel like would enjoy this bike? Who do you think should own this bike? What type of rider?
Well, I think the rider who's going to do obviously the more of the country, cross-country riding. If he's going to do the rock gardens, the big rock gardens and things of that nature, and on the hard switchbacks with rock gardens in there, it's going to be a little challenging. But if he's going to go on more of a flat, plain, downhill surface, more of a roller coaster stimulation on the trails, I think that's a great bike. But as far as the big rock gardens that could average anywhere from 12 to 16 inches, I think it would be a challenge for the average rider.
Okay, great. Thanks for your impressions, and we'll see you next time.
You're welcome.